with Coach Dave Mathews at Life University, and also involved with Team Georgia here in Fargo. Let's talk college first. As a college women's coach, you went through a few days of cadet nationals, junior nationals, duels. As a coach, what were you looking for, and why was it important to be here?
The two biggest things I really like about this tournament is it's a grinder. You get kids in here, they get to wrestle a ton of matches, and you get to really see their personalities come out from wins, losses, how they get ready for their matches. Those are the little things that we look for. How do they handle getting ready for the match? How does the match go? You know, who were they wrestling, and then how do they react after a loss? You know, everybody's happy after a win, but what did you do after that loss? And we're kind of looking for those things right there. You know, this tournament's is a big deal for us. We come here a lot to look at things, and the level of competition has just gone up tremendously. Now we have girls coming right out of high school that are ready for that college room, and that's a big up to USA Wrestling, Terry Steiner, Aaron, and Emma with the developmental camps they have going on at the cadet and junior levels for these young ladies.
So you're a year into the program at Life. You told me that you've been getting All-Americans at least one at all the events. Now, obviously a year in, what kind of goals have you set for your program this year?
Well, the biggest thing is our numbers are up. We've got 25 girls in the room coming in this year. And with the numbers going up, the expectations go up. Now we want more All-Americans. We want to be in the top 10. We want to make sure that we are representing ourselves, the university, and the sport the way it's meant to be represented. And the biggest thing is that we compete hard. We just want to be known that we can put our hands on people, we can move them, and we can get through the body and make sure we're scoring a lot of points. We just want to make it entertaining.
Is there good talent down in the Southeast? I mean, obviously, having a program in Georgia allows people that are from those areas to be able to wrestle regionally and not have to travel to the Midwest or the West, right?
Yeah, but that's one of our biggest recruiting points, and one of the things that I'm trying to build out of the Southeast is I want the states Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, all over, South Carolina, North Carolina. I want that Southeast to come together, and I want to give those girls a place to go. And so right now we've got a little wrestling hotbed down in Osceola, down in Florida. We've got, in that Orlando area is a lot of good wrestling down there, and then we've got a lot of good wrestling up in South Carolina where Delgado is, and I mean we just got all over the Southeast. There's good wrestling. Those girls just didn't have an opportunity before, and so my goal as a coach in the Southeast is to keep those girls home, keep them in the Southeast. One, it builds your parents coming to the event, so you're building a fan base, you're building a culture, and then from there the wins will come as you build that program.
But it doesn't get any easier. You got a few more teams adding the WCWA this year, right?
Yeah,
so you're going to just see more and more competition.
Yeah, it's more competition, which is great. That makes it where the girls, we really got to get more girls coming out, and we got to get these states involved to start getting their state programs going and getting their state sanctioning for the girls tournaments, so that we can get more girls involved, more girls out, so we can field these teams. Because with the number of teams that are adding on every year, the numbers start thinning at schools. We gotta reload those teams with good hot talent coming in.
So you're helping Team Georgia, you worked with the women, you're also helping the guys, right? I mean,
yeah.
Talk about your role with the state.
Well, it's a little bit of everything. Right now, I'm the head coach for the women's team here at Fargo, and on our national teams, things like that. Sean Morster's the head coach of the guys team. We brought 9 coaches out here that have all kinds of credentials, from Sean Haig, 6-time junior world national champion here, junior world champion. We've got tons of talent on our coaching staff, and I'm just a supporting role for those guys. I'm just here to help out in the room, make sure we're getting what we need to, and be a voice in the room, and voice us to, hey, I've been here 15 years, so this is kind of what we do.
Now, a little earlier this week, someone surprised you with an award for your coaching of the women on the development level. What were your thoughts about getting recognized for helping the younger girls, not just the college kids?
Well, it was a great honor. I mean, it's a good time anytime you can give back to sport and make sure that we are able to be here and give these young women the opportunity to go forward and learn, just like the guys do, about the hard work, dedication, and things that go into the sport. Because those things are going to go into those young ladies too as they become women and mothers and into the workforce. And so that was a very touching thing for me to be able to stand up there and accept that award.
And by the way, do you find any good-looking athletes here, people that you might want to bring on campus?
Very much so. I would say we've got 10 or 15 that we talk to. 3 or 4 that we're already talking to try to come in this fall that are seniors. So I mean, that's the kind of the change and shift of the women's to the men. Men, by the time they get here, seniors usually are already on their way to college. The women here, you can still poach a few girls that aren't signed yet. So that's what we're going to try to do this year.
Outstanding. Thanks, Dave.
Great.